are rules within Parliament, and the practice is that if the Speaker calls someone and a leader of the House, either from the minority or from the majority, is on his feet, that leader is given preference over whoever was on his feet. In this case, it was the Honorable Boa who had been called to contribute to the debate in the House. And unfortunately, the Honorable Speaker refused to acknowledge or recognize the leaders who were on their feet. And you realize that he put himself in a very difficult situation, because at some point, the majority leader had also risen up, and he didn't know whether to allow him to speak or not to speak, because he had already denied leadership of the minority to speak. But to the substantive issue, we've had instances where ministers have taken Parliament for granted. And this was a question that actually borders on our security, that had to do with online cyber security. People are being ripped off day in, day out. People's monies are stolen, fake accounts on social media and so on and so forth. And then our children are also getting abused online. You will recall that a Ghanaian was arrested in Canada last year for possession of child pornography on his mobile phone. And these are things that get distributed to a lot of people. So it's a very important question. And it was so important that the minister was required to come and answer the question. Unfortunately, she wasn't in the House, and we insisted that the question was directed at the minister, and we would have the minister come and answer. Now, the majority leader gets up and say, well, if the minister isn't allowed to answer the question, then you forfeit that question. But clearly, when I was writing the question, I had indicated I wanted an oral answer and not a written answer. Even though the minister had provided a written answer which required supplementary questions, it was important for us to have the minister come back, answer the original question, and subsequently the supplementary question. So I didn't see the difficulty in the minority, accepting that we have that question answered by the minister herself. The speaker has been unfair, and I think it would set a dangerous precedent for the House.